Yes, sir. What it really do? DC gang, welcome back to the channel. So listen here, familia. Today, well, we're not gonna be reacting to this. I already saw it. People hit me up on Discord about this new OCG ban list that dropped. Now, a lot of you, including myself, we don't really play the OCG. I wouldn't be able to afford it. A physical card game aspect of this game is just way too expensive, but you know, we do get a lot of the same ban lists or same cards banned and similar ban lists to the OCG. So I thought that it would be important to talk about this. Now also, I want to hear you guys' opinion. I'm also gonna kind of glance over our own ban list once again, because I want to know what you guys feel. What is your opinion? And I'm gonna ask you guys certain questions about certain cards being banned or unbanned that weren't on the ban list. Now this thing right here, I'm at Apollo. As a matter of fact, we'll go from the top, right? Because some of these don't even matter to us in Master Duel at all. So for example, Cyber Jar from 2 to 3, I think we have this in the game in Master Duel right now, and I haven't seen a single deck profile with this thing in it. You want to know why? Because no one cares. This thing does nothing. It's not gonna do anything, and if it does, it's gonna be some goofiness. Now they did get Dryden from 1 to 3. Now if I'm not mistaken, let me check something out. I'm pretty sure we have this thing at 3. When was the last time we saw a freaking look at this? We have this thing at 3, and it's not. I haven't seen this thing being summoned at all. And I don't remember the last time I saw a freaking Dryden on the field. So that doesn't even matter. By the way, yeah, I did make it to the freaking rating duels. It wasn't with this deck though, because I know I just have it that was doing some testing. It wasn't with that deck. You're gonna see some crazy duels in the video that I'm gonna show you from the climb up here. But either way, let's go back over here. This thing, the Spiro Terratop from 2 to 3, doesn't matter. We have it in Master Duel at 3. Now it's really good in Crystron right now. It's really good if you play that version of Crystron. Other than that, some people play it in Goblin Bikers, but it's not so busted that, you know, it needs to like be banned or anything like that. I know some people used to use this to go into Infernoble shenanigans. Haven't really seen people do that lately. So from 2 to 3, I don't think it's gonna change much or anything for anybody. Then we have the Rescue Ace Airlifter from 2 to 3. I think we have it in Master Duel. Let me check. At 3, it just got released from jail 2, if I'm not mistaken. And nobody, I mean, well, not nobody, but rarely anybody, excuse me, I guess not. Hold on. Yeah, we have this at 3, and barely anybody is playing Rescue Ace. I might play Rescue Ace before the season is over. I want to play Duel as well. I also want to play Voiceless Voice to see how good or bad it really is right now. But this thing being at 3, it's not a huge change for anything or anybody either, so we could continue on that. Nightmare Throne, we have it at 2 in Master Duel, so this wouldn't be a big change for us. Doesn't really matter. Then they have Future Destiny from 2 to 3. Who really cares? I mean, some decks who can play this, as a matter of fact, look funny that it's here. Because I was testing out this deck. I saw somebody playing this. I wanted to try it out. See how it would go. It's really good against Blue Eyes. Everything else is kind of decent against, but not really. It can kind of put on a fight against Fiendsmith itself as well, depending on how many bits you draw or whatever. But that's not gonna be anything huge having this one 2 to 3 in Master Duel, because it wouldn't matter. Then we got Big Welcome from 2 to 3. Labyrinth is one of those decks that legitimately gets carried by Equation Cannon. Labyrinth without Equation Cannon right now, nobody would want to play that. Nobody would play it. Well, not that nobody would play it. I think I would personally play it. Because I kind of do like Labyrinth when I don't want to play a combo deck. It's just chill. You pop your traps. You do all your shenanigans. Now, people play with Floodgates. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. People play however they want to play. But I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Labyrinth gets hardcore carried like a book bag by freaking Equation Cannon, which is busted and in my opinion should be hit. But hey, that's just my opinion now. Don't be over here, Labyrinth. Oh my god, yeah. Come on, bro. That card is busted. I get my whole field banished because I'm playing the game. Just because, oh, I'm searching my deck and, oh, I got a number that you already have in your extra deck because your deck doesn't care about an extra deck. That's so trash, bro. That's so trash. But, hey, man, as long as Konami leaves it alone, you want to use it, you play the game how you want to play the game. Shit, it don't matter to me. Here we go. Sprite Jet from 1 to 2. We have it at 3. Master Duel. Sprite been clapping it up lately. It's still Sprite is in a spot where it's like it's not necessarily top tier, but it's a contender right there between tier 3 and tier 2. It's honestly one of the best going first boards. I'm not gonna front. It's one of the best going first boards, but it does crap doodle caca going second. It's just one of some decks. Just go first. They do their thing. You might not be able to break the board. Then they don't do anything going second. Therefore, this wouldn't even matter to us. Then you have Mass Change, which also doesn't really matter. Barely anybody plays Hero. I've seen a lot of people playing Evil Heroes though, which is really cool in a sense, but it's just floodgate stupidity that I've been getting handed. Like it's just floodgate. That's all I see. Dark Law is stupid, which I remember when Tier Limits was out here clapping everybody and making people cry for real. This thing was the way that people were countering. They were using this to make Dark Law and then have cards being banished instead of, summon with the Tier Limit shenanigans. Then you got the Wandering Griffin, which doesn't really matter. We have it in Master Duel. Nobody plays it. And when I say nobody, don't take offense if you're one of the people that plays it. I mean, in the vast majority of the game, barely anybody is using the Griffin, the freaking Enchantress engine. It's just not happening. Then we got Nightmare Goblin, which, oh my god, everybody, when this was about to draw, oh, Master Duel is about to break. Oh my god, it's gonna go crazy, blah, blah. I seen this thing like 3 times. Yeah, I seen this thing like 3 decks. That's the whole time it's been out. 3, bro. Out of the 100 duels that I've played, because I played this game way too freaking much. This doesn't do anything. I keep it a bug. It doesn't do anything. Anti-spell fragrance from 3 to 1. If I'm not mistaken, we have it at 1, right? I wrote N2 because I can't spell. I mean, I knew what I was trying to spell. Oh my god. All right. Well, now you see that I'm an idiot. Either way, yeah, we have it at 1. And let me tell you, even at 1, this thing is annoying. I don't get to see it that often, but I was playing against a Christian, not Christian. It was a Centurion player. I was playing against a Centurion player, and I legitimately smoked his whole board. And then I couldn't win the game because they flipped this, and I needed to activate spells. And I was like, well, that's that. It's still annoying. I don't think cards like this should just be in the game. Get them out of here, bro. Just get them out of here. But either way, I digress. Again, that's not something that's gonna matter much. These 2 are the main changes that would mean something in Master Duel. Now, I legitimately just made a video where I went on a 9-game win streak. I was going loco coco, going crazy, and my win streak got stopped by this stupidity right here. But the only good thing about this floodgate is that it's not a generic floodgate. This thing, your deck has to specifically be able to summon level 5 monsters, which, freaking mementos get to do a lot, which, because they have the freaking horse, whatever it's called. They get to do that. I believe we're getting a new archetype, I forget the name of, that also special summons a lot of level 5, so that's probably why they decided to ban this. But for us in Master Duel, the main hit is Apollo. If this was to happen in Master Duel, I think it would be great because it will shift a lot of different decks to play differently. And honestly speaking, if you could change one card, ban one card in this game, and shift the way a lot of decks would play, I think that would be great for Master Duel because it legitimately just shifts the whole entire meta. Like, for example, let's say they didn't hit the stupid card. Give me a second. Yeah, right here. So first of all, this is trash. I gotta tell you right now, Time Seal, this is trash. These are the cards that we're getting tomorrow after the new update, and I can keep it 1,000 with you. Nobody should be buying this pack. Nobody should be buying it. This is trash. This is also trash. Nobody really care about this because a lot of people don't even play Pendulum. And if you do, you don't mind having this at 2, I guess. But 3, it might be too much. I don't think you necessarily even want to run this at 3 because it could just be a brick. Diameter, now diameter is a lot of people are like, it doesn't matter. I think it matters a little bit. Even though I was one of those that was saying, this doesn't matter. I was laughing about it. It's stupid. But honestly speaking, this is just going to allow Mathbec to be stronger going first, because what Mathmech does is get a bunch of bodies onto the field, right? Link off, do all the extra shenanigans. They have to be cyber monsters, of course, but now if they can get this onto the field before starting their circular play, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna have an Omni negate, and then they're gonna go into freaking Splash Mage, and they're gonna do the whole shenanigans while having that Omni Negate on the field, which is gonna protect them from your hand traps. So this could mean something. I don't think it's that crazy, but it could mean something, right? Then you have freaking Golem, which got limited to 1. Now, I was playing Christian the other day with this thing at 2, and even from playing with it at 2, I can tell you that it being at 1 is not gonna matter much. It's not. I mean, consistency wise, yeah, I guess consistency wise, but it's not gonna stop anything. It's a good hit, don't get me wrong, but it's not stopping anything. Then we have the Oak. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is not a great hit. A lot of people are like, yes, it is. This thing is crazy. I think this is a great hit, but it doesn't kill Snake Eyes. It makes Snake Eyes weaker, and I think Snake Eyes is gonna go down in the tier list. I don't think this is gonna be the best deck. That's how important Oak is, because what Oak does, it allows you to play through more hand traps. It allows you to do more shenanigans. So with this thing not being in the game, honestly speaking, from playing against the deck now, I can tell you it's gonna matter, because a lot of the time when I use my hand traps, it's Oak that saves my opponent into going into more shenanigans, where rather if them not having it, it would have stopped them. So in my opinion, this is a good hit. But other than that, this doesn't do anything. Maxi is still on a rampage. A lot of people are on the fence. And let me ask you about this. How do you guys feel about the vampire? Because, don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of people are saying, oh, instead of hitting the Millennium Engine, why don't they just hit the vampire? My internet sucks. I can't even see her. But she's right there. Honestly speaking, I don't think this card needs to be banned, bro. Because essentially, you know what the problem with this card is? Is that, one, the Millennium Engine made it more susceptible or more like consistent to special summon this thing and just mill. The second problem is that people figured out that this is not only an extender, but it's your combo starter if you get lucky enough to actually hit the card. That is one of the problems with these freaking decks that people, these piles, which Snake Eyes is a pile deck. It's a pile of Bumbo Jumbo, but it's a consistent pile of Bumbo Jumbo that only needs one card out of that pile of stupidity in order to make the strongest board in the game. A lot of the time, that's how it was working. That's the problem. But I don't think you should ban this card. You should hit the decks themselves that are too freaking strong. Stop hitting this trade cards. It's like, oh, you think hitting this card is gonna kill the deck? It's not. It's not. If they would have hit this and not hit Oak and left the game as it is, they would have figured another way to mill and then done the same stupidity that this thing does. I don't think this should get banned because it allows for, it was the same thing, the same reason why at first I didn't want my boy being banned. Hold on. This is the same reason why I didn't want this card being banned at the beginning. Now, don't get me wrong. I understood how powerful this thing was. But at the time, I was enjoying it because I was making a bunch of different decks with this thing in it and just milling cards and making crazy boards. So I understand where this was a problem. Also because of all the dragon shenanigans. This thing needed to go. But if you sit here and tell me that this thing needs to be banned, then we're just tapping a little bit of deck diversity because it just does a lot for a bunch of different decks. It's not just Snake Eyes. So, I mean, if you want to ban it, I wouldn't mind if it gets banned. I don't really care. I just personally don't think this should... The reason why this should be banned should not be in order to hit Snake Eyes or anything like that. Because of the Millennium Engine. Just hit the stupid Millennium Engine. Because nobody plays Millennium unless it's people that play Floodgate. And the few people that actually play the deck for fun. Which is not fun a lot of the time because you're going to get clapped. So that's it. I'm not going to yap anymore. I just wanted to go over the ban lists. Give you guys my opinion. I want to know what you guys think about these ban lists. What cards you think should be hit or shouldn't be hit. Tell me why in the comment section if you made it this far into the video. Because I genuinely want to know what you guys think. Maybe your opinion is different than mine, but I genuinely want to know. Like, do you guys think this should be banned? Why should it be banned? Do you guys have any other cards that should be banned that didn't get banned? Do you think Oak was an actual good hit? So let me know in the comment section. We're gonna get the new the freaking update tomorrow. I don't think we even need to cover it because it's trash. I'm not gonna pull from that pack. You shouldn't pull from that pack because I believe the week after this week we're also gonna get another pack. So save your gems on that, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.